everybody, and welcome to a Slice of Gaming podcast for July 31st, 2026, right at the end of the month. I am your host, the Uncharted Wolf, and I am joined today by two very special guests to talk about all the things in the world of gaming. Not too much this week, but we get a lot of nitty-gritty news, which I really like. We could dive deep into certain topics. Boys, I am joined today by two people. First and foremost, my main man, Fusion. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, dude. Happy to be back. It's been a few weeks. Not too long, but just enough where I missed it.
Yeah, Bob was talking shit about how you said the main trio is you, me, and Jack, and he was like, "What the
Uh,
hell, man?"
no, Bob, it's like there's two main trios. I don't know. It just feels like if I'm on, it's either Bob or Jack. Like that just feels like
Yeah, that's not
the
crazy.
trio.
I mean,
But
we got a new person for you.
true.
uh, Joined also by Jack.
Yeah, hey, it's good to be here. Yeah, I'm not part of any trios except maybe the Nintendo one, me and you, Wolf, and then we'll also add who else? I guess Jack. Yeah,
Yeah, Jack and Bench for
uh,
Nintendo stuff.
yeah, yeah, it's a squad now.
Low key, Jack. I'm just gonna say you are way more of a Nintendo fan than them.
Okay, let's go.
Especially
Yeah,
Bench. Bench is low key kind of a faker.
yeah,
Like you out here playing everything, you're like, "Yo, hell yeah, I fuck with Yoshi." I'm
yeah,
like, "Oh yeah,
exactly, and yeah, we'll get to that, but it is not just for kids. That's all I'll say right
hell yeah,
now.
man." Can't wait to hear more. If you guys want to find us, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, your favorite podcast platforms, we're on them. Like the podcast, helps us out a ton, and follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky at A Slice of Gaming, all one word. Before we get into the news, I do have an icebreaker. With Spider-Man releasing, I thought this was a fun one. Guys, what's y'all's favorite superhero?
Oh,
Just
okay.
Marvel, DC, anything. And also, I mean, just for fun, super villain as well. Jao, let's start with you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did actually just watch Brand New Day last night and
Oh,
enjoyed
nice.
it. But I will say, yeah, I think that Spider-Man is probably my top favorite superhero, only because compared to all the other ones of Iron Man is a billionaire, or or like Captain America was like a super soldier. Like Spider-Man, I'd say was like, I guess, the most relatable. He's like he was a high schooler, or like, yeah, a teenager, and also just like the way Marvel developed him, and the way all three actors, actually, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland, acted them in movies. They really made sure that you got to know like Peter Parker as a person, and how he's like a very multi-dimensional character, and also the same thing, of course, in the comics. So yeah, I think that's why Spider-Man would be my favorite, and also his his powers are pretty sick, right? Like he can web sling, he has spidey senses.
Yeah, he's got so much cool shit, especially in the games.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh, the Insomniac games are amazing too. Yeah, and then I guess villain. Conversely, okay. So here's my take. I think DC like fucking slams Marvel when it comes to
Oh,
villains,
without
or
a
in
doubt
Marvel.
in my mind,
Yeah,
easily.
yeah. Yeah, no. So I'd say it would have to be. Oh, this is a tough one, but I do like, well, most, and not all, most iterations of the Joker.
Yeah,
I think
that's
he's
an
a
easy
pretty,
one.
yeah. It's like it's a basic one, but it's pretty intense. Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's basic for a reason because he's just really cool.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. All of them except for the Jared Leto one. Every other Joker was great.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's fair.
Yeah.
Fuchsia, what about you?
Yeah, it's interesting. I've always, and you're gonna be like, you're just a nerd. I've always said Scarlet Witch. I really like Scarlet
That's a
Witch.
cool choice. I like
Hell yeah.
Scarlet Witch too. Yeah.
I think she has sick ass powers. You just think like, I think it, like I think it was the TV show that really brought it. Like from I really like this character to I really love this character with WandaVision. Like that show is just so good, and like I
Oh,
love her in that show. And
Yeah, I heard great things about that.
um, so I've always said Scarlet Witch, but like Spider-Man is up there also. Like if I'm like that, my more basic answer, if I'm like talking to someone who's like maybe doesn't even know who Scarlet Witch is, because like even though Scarlet Witch is in plenty of movies, you could say her name and I guarantee so many even Marvel fans would be like, who the hell was that one? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
um, so yeah, I really do like Spider-Man. So like it's probably between those two if I had to take a guess.
And then villain.
Villain, I think less on, but I don't know about my favorite, but one I think is very underrated and I like a lot is Ultron.
Oh,
Oh, Ultron's awesome,
I
man.
love
awesome.
Especially when
Ultron.
he starts talking philosophy and shit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
damn.
just
Yeah.
think he was. I know a lot of people don't like the Avengers: Age of Ultron. They think it's the least, like, the least of the Avenger movies. But like, man, I think they did him a disservice. And even the little we get of him in that movie is so good, and he's
Yeah.
so cool in the comics. And like, I don't know, I just really like Ultron a lot.
Yeah. And the thing I liked about, like, I mean, not just of Ultron, but like after, like, in that movie Captain America Civil War, there's a scene where Tony Stark and Cap are talking, and Tony Stark straight up says, "Yeah, Ultron was my fault, but the shit is yours."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, man. I think those are good choices. Ultron is one of those characters where I'm just like, God, there needs to be like more for him. Just
yes,
in
I would
general.
love like way more Ultron, but
Yeah, you got to read the comics, buddy.
yeah, I ain't doing all of that. Actually,
um,
I know you guys like DC. I think my biggest hot take is I think Spider-Man villains are better than Batman villains.
Oh.
Like
I mean, I don't
those
think
are
that's
the two
crazy.
comparisons. Like those are the comparable ones. Like when you think of Marvel and then you think of DC, it's always Batman villains and Spider-Man villains. But like, I don't know. I know Jat was saying earlier, he's like DC crushes the villain game against Marvels, but I don't know. I guess it's probably my Marvel fanboy, but I think Spider-Man villains are just the best villains out there.
I mean, that's not crazy. Spider-Man villains are up there, but like, dude, Calendar Man, come on. Now you feel
And,
dumb.
Oh,
and to be fair, I don't know all of the Batman villains like I do know
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
that's
Like
fair.
I know the majority of the Batman ones, but I wouldn't be able to go in the weeds and be like, I know this guy and this one. And
Yeah, for me, it's just like Scarecrow, Bane, and Joker are so strong that I'm like, yeah, it's Batman villains for
oh,
me. But I mean, Spider-Man. I mean, I love Green Goblin, Carnage. Venom
Doc
is
Ock,
never written well, but I like Venom.
yeah, I love Doc Ock. Like I don't know, he's
Doc
just
Ock is awesome. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
I
I
heard
was
they
gonna
might be. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a rumor they might be making a fourth Venom movie.
we gotta stop. We gotta. Venom is so cool, but like there is this acceptance that's like he's written horribly. Like from the very start, he's never been written well. It's not a like, oh, the new movies are just bad. It's like, no, Venom's just not a very interesting character, even though he's cool as shit. For me, definitely my favorite is Batman, which I know is basic, but I just think he's cool as shit. I love there's so many memes about it, but I do think the no killing rule is pretty interesting. A lot of like cool internal conflict that comes out of that. I just think like design wise, like I'm a big fan of like taking an animal. It's like, yeah, now I'm just gonna be that animal. Now, granted, sometimes it's lame, like Squirrel Girl, but I think Batman works out well. He pulls it off. It's just, but and I just, it's corny. I love how he calls all of his abilities like Bat something, like Batarang,
Yeah.
Batwing, Batmobile. It's like fuck yeah, dude. It's like the perfect level of cornball. Because like superheroes are corny and corny in a good way. I love corniness. Yeah, so yeah, Batman for sure. But also, I mean, I'm gonna say this. I've been getting more into X-Men stuff recently. Dude, I fuck with Cyclops heavy. I love Cyclops. He is so funny. It's just like a dude with a laser eye. Like hell yes. Um, and I started getting more into like stuff like Wolverine as well. And also, I mean, Spider-Man, but that's an obvious one. Like everyone loves Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Uh, for villains, man, I really love Bane. Like I think Bane is so cool. I also really like what's his name, Scarecrow. So yeah, two Batman villains immediately. But like I don't know, I've always dug them a shit ton. And also, not a lot of media with him, but we're about to get something with him. Even though I'm not that excited for the movie, but I'm still like excited just because I love the character, Doctor Doom. I
Yeah.
love Doctor Doom. He's so cool. And Thanos. That's an easy one as well. So I would say Marvel definitely has those two as like their big villains. I will say though, I don't know how you guys feel. I fucking hate Galactus. Galactus to me, I'm just like, how is this guy not cooler to me? And I
yeah,
think it's the eyes.
I would say he's not one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
He always looks like he's a dork wearing glasses. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. One villain I'd give a shout out to, a quick one, like, would be Killmonger, like Michael B. Jordan's
Oh,
performance as
Killmonger's
Black
great.
Panther. Oh, amazing,
He
amazing.
was the best part of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Black Panther as well. I'm gonna shout that out as a hero. I really, really dig Black Panther.
Yeah.
Let's get into the news, boys. Not too much, but a lot of stuff to get into the weeds of. First and foremost, I want to talk about Sony's financial quarter finishing up. Genki got a lot of this stuff translated. Shout outs to him. Sony PlayStation financial year 2026 Q1 financial results. PS5 units sold 1.6 million. Lifetime PS5 units 95.3 million. Full game software units 66.1 million. First party 6 million. And the big one here, and I forgot this was actually here, so I don't need to go into the next one. The digital download ratio is 82%. So that's a big thing considering the whole physical aspect of everything. And then a monthly active users at 125 million. I will ask you guys, seems like a pretty foregone conclusion. This thing's going to hit 100 mil by end of year with GTA 6, right?
Oh, easily. Yeah, that's why the price increases are all happening so they can make money off the desperate people that want to play GTA 6 day one.
Yep.
I thought so, and it would probably be dumb if I sat here and said no. I don't believe it will be 100 mil, but I'm a little less believing it will. I think we're obviously
Oh, well.
by the end of the lifetime of the PlayStation, the stuff is hitting past 100 mil, but like 5 million more in the next 4 months. Yes, GTA is gonna help, but I feel like so many people that want to play GTA already own this console. So I
That's a
could
good
see it be
point.
like 3 million. Maybe GTA sells an extra 3 million on top of the 1 million they were going to sell or something. I could see it being close. Like I could see 98 mil by the end of the year. Where if you asked me this, I think we even said like earlier this year in one of our early podcasts, I would have thought we'd be at like 103 million, 105 million by end of the year. But we've increased the price so much that I feel like if you have the console or if you want GTA, you already have this thing. But there's always going to be people out there who hit the FOMO. They see all their friends. They've never owned the console, and they're like, "Well, I'm just going to get the PS5." That's where those few millions could come from. But I'm not completely convinced we'll see 100 mil by end of the year, like I thought I
No,
would be. When
that's
we've
fair.
been saying for years, when GTA is coming out, it's going to sell so many consoles. But the way the economy and everything leading up to it has just been so much of a disaster, really.
No, you're 100% right. I mean, I think it's like a possibility that we reach end of year and it doesn't hit it just because it's like people don't have people already have the PS5 or they're the type of people that would have waited no matter what even with GTA. I think the one thing I would put is I do think there are a lot of people that just wait till the last minute to buy consoles. And I think they wait till I mean like last minute for a game they want where it's like, oh, GTA 6 is November 19th. I'll buy mine first week of November. Or
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I would even wager maybe they're waiting for Black Friday. Now, I don't think Black Friday will have a PS5 deal, but I think they're the type of people that are like, oh, well, Black Friday usually has tech deals, so I'll wait until then to buy the PS5 with GTA 6. So I do think those like those weeks leading after GTA 6 launches are going to contribute to that 100 mil number. But again, I don't think you're really wrong for saying like, oh, maybe it doesn't hit that number.
Yeah. I could see either way, and again, this will be another PlayStation console that obviously hits 100 mil by the end of its life cycle, which is insane when they've done it
Mhm.
4 out of 5 times, and the PlayStation 3 was what 12 million off. So like,
Yeah, 360 didn't even reach at that gen. I don't know what
yeah,
happened. People were just like, I don't care anymore. uh, yeah, that's an interesting thing. I do want to talk about this digital download ratio. This is the big
Um,
elephant in the room that's been kind of clouding PlayStation's post as of late. And I want to kind of bring it up with Genki's later tweets about the physical debate. Sony CFO Lin Tao says they will not change their plans to end physical disc production and will cautiously move forward with the plan. There are various reasons we made this decision, the biggest being that the digitalization of content overall has been progressing. That's the big factor. It's not just for PlayStation, but for all kind of content. Digitalization is progressing. And so when we think about the future and we put in a lot of thought and time and we cautiously considered this and we came to this conclusion and we're going to cautiously move this forward. And to this decision, we have received various opinions and people have strong views and we understand that the community has put forth those views to us. goes on. Games are loved by many people. It's a form of entertainment that's loved by people, and it's connected to people's fond memories in many cases. So we understand these emotions. We want to consider that in the future digital ecosystem. How do we engage the gamers is something that we would like to continue to explore. And then there's a later tweet after this. Sony CFO Lin Tao says player backlash over PlayStation ending physical disc production in 2028 has had no impact in their business so far. At this point in time, we are not seeing an impact on our business, but going forward about the content sale, a large part already digitized, and therefore, as a result, the discontinuation of this, we don't see that there will be any negative impact on our business. So, all that being said, I'll say the quiet part out loud. They're not reversing the decision. I think we knew that by like the second week, where it's just like, oh, they're just not changing anything. Okay, that's good to know. But more so, there's something missing from all of this that really frustrates me more than anything. And I don't know if you guys see it too. Zero like mention of digital ownership. They say, like she says out, how we engage gamers is something we would like to continue in the future digital ecosystem, but nothing about gifting games, improving the storefront, changing the way business is handled. Just like, oh, well, just how we engage them. That's the real battle, I think. Listen, I'm not going to be begrudgery. Yes, obviously, physical is the minority. But the reason we like physical games, and the reason I like physical games, like one of the reasons, is there's ownership there. And with a digital ecosystem, at least on PlayStation and Xbox, there is zero physical ownership. And Nintendo as well. There's digital ownership. There's zero digital ownership. So if there was just some mention of digital ownership or working towards that, the thing is, Sony's not going to arrive by that decision on their own. And I'm wondering what you guys think. It's like, what is kind of the next step? Is there any chance Sony tries to, hey, we'll meet you guys in the middle?
I'll say, I think that even if they have some plans, which I do think they have some type of plans to like change the store, do gifting, and do a bunch of other things, talking to your shareholders in this forum is not when you bring it up. You know, I mean, like this would not be the place for them to be like, but hey, players, we hear you. We're gonna meet you in the middle here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. For one, way too early to commit to anything. When yes, January 2028 seems close, but it's like we hear that when we're like, after that, we'll never get physical again. But that's still 15 months away, 16 months away. They have plenty of time to fix this PlayStation Store, give us gifting, do a bunch of other things. I feel like they would not say something this early in advance when they might not be able to stick with it. When they decided we're going away from physical, they knew they were never going back on that decision. So that's why they announced it so early in time. Them talking about digital ownership and all that stuff is going to be such a messy legal battle in its own that they would never bring it up this early for one, and for two, they wouldn't do it in a shareholder type of thing like this. They would not give this information to shareholders. They don't want to scare shareholders. They don't want to move the stock like that. So I just don't think it would have came up here. I think that's something where PlayStation would literally tweet one random day. They'll be like, "Look, this is how Steam has been doing recently, where they literally just tweet out, we're changing the wish list thing. We're changing this." Like PlayStation would just do that on some random Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it is. Or they don't change it at all. Those are like the two options. I don't think they're going to make a big deal about the changes. I think they're just going to casually announce the changes throughout the next 16 months.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong for that. It's just like maybe a slow upheaval, like as time goes on, of what's actively getting changed about the digital storefront. I guess I just don't really have the faith in Sony for doing them themselves. Like I could see maybe gifting at most, but I just heavily doubt they'll budge when it comes to like the licenses versus ownership debate. I feel like that's the case where you kind of need a government entity to at least scare Sony into thinking about that. But I really doubt that even happens. So I don't know, man. It's frustrating, but I think we've gotten to the point where it's like I don't really know what the next course of action is. I mean, even like a lot of the tweets Sony's been putting out slowly has been dissipating. So their strategy did kind of work of just like, yeah, we're just gonna ignore it till it goes away. I do think they're gonna be in for a rude awakening when PS6 comes out, and it's like all these little things that have been happening throughout the generation, and especially that price is gonna really hurt them. But who knows? Maybe they're like, we kind of accounted for that now, and like we're fine with just selling PS5 and PS6 together. We'll see.
Yes.
Jet, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I have thoughts on obviously like well for starters, digital sales, like obviously they see the numbers and even those Call of Duty ports, they sold a crazy amount, right? Like 7 million. And they just came out. So like yeah, they know that digital is where they're profiting more than physical. I get it from that standpoint, but also on the other hand with physical, yeah, like there's that whole thing of ownership. And also with things like for example, you guys know this about me, I borrow games from the library and that is only possible with physical games. And
Mm-hmm.
also or like, if you wanted to give a buddy a physical game to borrow, right? Or like, trade it in to save it money on your next game. It's just like a lot more convenient for the consumer for this. But now having it digitally means that Sony also controls when they put discounts and they can put it as little as they want versus like retailers, right? Like that have I guess more control on how much things would go on sale and that in some cases have better discounts than Sony does on their own store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, I don't have any faith of Sony being budging with a lot of this. And it's like, yeah, I do think games are probably just going to be more expensive and just rarely go on sale in a full digital ecosystem. So it just starts to price out even more of your installed base. I don't know, man. I think it's just clear to me. It's like, okay, listen, if we're going to a fully digital ecosystem, I'm hopping on PC at that point. Like, I don't really have any desire for a PS6 now. But yeah, I don't know. You guys have any more thoughts on that? It's just, it's kind of like a last like thing to really hammer down.
Yeah,
I'm curious about Xbox because they're definitely going to go all digital, but they seem to have been testing a solution.
yeah. I'm curious on how the competition looks at okay Xbox and how they're going to handle this, and if they'll take this as a time to try to win some people back and be like, hey, we're going to launch with a disc drive and we're going to do this thing. I don't think that's going to happen just because if
Yeah,
you look
same.
at Xbox the last 5 years, they've cared less about discs than anyone. Some of their first party games I don't think get physicals like in
Yeah, that's
general.
fair.
So it's like
Very much.
they
Yep.
genuinely don't care. The
Yeah.
only thing that would make them change is this, and then be like, wow, we can finally like get some good grace. It wouldn't be enough. People would not still go
No.
to Xbox, and I think Xbox knows that at the end of the day, and they're like, we're not going to put a disc drive on this thing, increase the price of our console by another $100, $200 just to hopefully be in the goodwill of these players. It's just not going to be enough. There would be some physical players that I think of the physical people, I still think it'd be like less than 30% of those diehards would move to Xbox. If they were PlayStation fans, they'd just not do that. They'd go to PC, they'd do something else. I don't think they want to. I don't think a person would move to Xbox just because they have physical boxes. It just doesn't sound logical in my mind.
I agree.
I think this is just a thing of this is just what's happening. I know I said a few weeks ago on the podcast, I didn't think they were going to reverse it, even when they were quiet for as long as they were. This isn't a decision you reverse. Like,
Yeah.
their stocks went up, their shareholders were happy. Like, the only people that were angry were a very loud minority. That's just what it was. And,
Yep.
like, I was part of the minority and we're part of the minority. But, like, that wasn't enough for them to go and throw their hands up and be like, man, we really screwed up. When every other number they were getting was like, no, this is the right decision. And we all knew eventually this was going to be the right decision. We hit this roadblock way quicker than we thought. So
Yeah.
like we're gonna have these conversations throughout the next 16 months until it happens, or we're gonna have moments where it looks happy, it looks bleak, like it is just what it is, but I don't think there's much more to say on the conversation other than it's obviously not getting reversed. Xbox is probably following suit. I'd be shocked if they don't. If you care about digital ownership, PC is the best place to play. And if you want physical games, Nintendo and the Switch 2 still has you for the most part. Kinda.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and the key cards.
with the key card, but I'd rather have a key card than nothing, obviously. So it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
you still have your outlets. Yes, it sucks, but this is just something we're gonna have to get used to in 16 months. Like that is what it is.
Well said, man. Just feels sad. Uh, I do have a Sony story here that's positive though. God of War Lafe is getting its release date. Not positive, depending on how you feel about the release date specifically. God of War Lafe releases on February 16th, 2027. It's like a week before Fable. Same week as Persona 4 Revival.
Oh boy.
Same month as like 2 other games, I think. There was that Metro game and one other game that's February. And you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. And the 3D Mario game coming out at the end of February as well.
All
It's
right.
happening, Jet.
Yeah, let's go.
I gotta hope some way.
Yeah.
But yeah, releasing next to a lot of stuff. Having said that, I think this game is gonna do just fine. I do wonder how the other games will. I think Persona 4 and Fable also have their own audiences. Really, Fusion, I think you're the one getting screwed. You got to beat this game in a week.
No, I don't. I mean, hopefully, I don't want to rush this game, but yeah, that's kind of screw me because I wanted Fable. I'm just shocked they didn't pick March. Like March,
Yeah,
like
because
was
that's always
right
gonna
there.
catapult.
Yeah, so you could put it right there and fit perfectly. I think I genuinely February we just know is a good month for like these platform holders, but also I think they did not want to be after Fable for whatever
Oh,
reason.
really?
I think I'm not saying that was all of this is why they chose, but I think it's of they knew they could come out before Fable, have all the good press, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Get reviewed well
Mm-hmm.
and just do it. Compared to if they released maybe a few weeks after Fable, people would have Fable in their hands. If Fable was doing really, really well, you could compare it directly to God of War, and then like maybe it would affect review scores at that point, and just a bunch of other things. Or like maybe reviewers would be still playing Fable because Fable's such a big game that you have less time for someone to put a good review on God of War. So like it's just a bunch of things that run into each other. I don't think again this is the exact reason they released it before Fable. Um, they probably had this date for a long time. Fable just moved to February, what, a few months ago? Maybe not even a few months, maybe a month ago, whatever.
Yeah, it was in June. It got delayed, like right
Yeah.
before the Xbox showcase.
So like PlayStation could have always had February on the docket, and if Fable moved back, and they're like, well, we're not going to move. Like God of War is obviously the biggest game in February. Like Fable or not, whatever else is in there, Mario would obviously be bigger. But like outside of what we know is in February, it will be the
I
best-selling
appreciate
biggest
you
game.
going along with the Mario. We're just going with it.
So yeah, like they don't have to be worried about anything, and they could have released after Fable and not been worried. But we know how PlayStation is with review scores and awards and all this weird stuff. That I think that could have been 10%, 50% of the conversation.
Yeah. No, I think everything you're saying is right. It's just a case of like we want to get people excited and talking about it. I don't know how scared they'd be of Fable specifically, like saying about like before Fable, but also I do imagine they're like I do imagine there's a little bit of like, fuck them. We wanted this day, we're not gonna move for them, and they're probably not gonna move. I really hope Fable doesn't delay for this because it's like that's just gonna look worse if you delay.
It can't. It cannot delay. It'd be like the 6th delay. It'd be the second time in a row that like we're moving because of other games. Like, are you that terrified of your game?
Like,
you have to be confident at some point. Xbox spent a decade waiting for this moment to be like, hey, we now have a AAA first-party game that can compare to God of War. This is their moment to be the best game in February. Like, they can't move here. They can't admit, oh, God of War is too big for us. Like, we're scared of it. No, you have to stick here, and you got to hope your game is better than God of War. It's not impossible. Fable could be better than God of War. You know what I mean? So, like, they have to stick, and they have to just be confident in their product.
100%, man.
And I do like that GTA 6 has been kind of the divider for both of Sony's major games of like, oh, one's coming before, one's coming a few months after.
Yeah, GTA 6 is the divider for all of us.
Yeah.
There's not going to be nothing releasing in December or November, so it's like, hey, if you want to play non-GTA games again, wait for January.
Yeah.
There'll probably be some like Team Ninja game in January or something. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think the one game that's gonna be the closest, well, like in terms of biggest games, it's probably gonna be Ocarina. That's gonna be like weeks.
Yeah.
Either before or after. Yeah.
I saw a theory that like there was some amiibo that were leaked to be releasing on November 11th, and that would be Ocarina's release date. That'd be crazy to be like an exact week before GTA. I always said like it would be the first week of November. But also, I mean, like I don't think Nintendo's too scared. It's like, yeah, we can release a week before. It'll be fine. We'll see though. Maybe one day we'll get that Ocarina Time release date. Maybe one day we'll get trailer 3 for GTA 6 Fusion. July went through completely. It's like, what?
August is our month, guys.
August is not summer at that point. Like, I know it's technically summer, but when I hear summer, I'm like, oh, June or July. August is a weirdo. I don't like August. They're gonna do the equinox calendar. It's like, oh, technically September is the end of summer, so we'll wait till then. It's like, no, dude, you gotta say something. I did see Nate the Hate say that August is the month we're gonna see more. So hopefully, like August 1st, so tomorrow on a Saturday. I also heard this or brought this up. Santa Monica studio head of creative Cory Barlog has announced that the next Kratos-led God of War game is coming after Lafe and connects directly to her story. Now, Fusion, I know the big rumor right now is the next Kratos game is going to be Egypt. Do you think this is going to be soon after Lafe? Like, oh, we kind of coincided and worked on these together? Or is it like, no, we're going to be waiting a while for Kratos again?
Santa Monica has a really quick turnaround on their games, at least up to this point. This is like the longest it's been, and it's what it will be 5 years, not even a full 5 years. It's like 4.5. So I think I wouldn't be shocked if like we get that Kratos game 2030, 2031 at the latest. Like I think it will be another 3 to 4 year type thing, and they definitely have another team working alongside that. And Lafe is so close to release, 6 months, however long it is, that like sure the game's obviously not done, but it's to a point where they can pull people from that team, I assume, at this point, and be like, hey, you go work on this thing or whatever while we finish on this game. I think and we've known about the God of War, at least from the rumors, Kratos Egypt game for I feel like 2 to 3 years now, at least 2 years. We've known like Special Nick on Twitter and stuff has like went out there and he said this is what's happening. So it's like I assume they're decently far into progress with the Kratos game that I don't think we're gonna wait that long. And like I said, Santa Monica works so fast, and if we know Jason Schreier, whoever was like they want God of War to basically be the MCU for PlayStation. If you want to be the MCU for PlayStation, you got to put something out at a consistent 3 to 4 year cycle, in my opinion. So I think we won't have to wait too long for Kratos. It's gonna feel long when it's like the last one was 2022, and then we are getting to like 2030, and it's like, man, it's been 8 years without Kratos, but then we had a game between there. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. It's going to be a while, but it's also like I do think Santa Monica does have a pretty good work cadence. And I'm excited. I want to see what Kratos be doing up in Egypt. It feels like he's going to go into even more crazy shit there. I'm honestly happy to hear that it's Kratos led because there was a little worry that it would be the next one is going to be Atreus as the head of the God of War franchise. I'm like, no. I'm done with Law. Like, okay, sure, that's fine. Like, you can do his wife, but like, God of War, I really like Kratos. I'd like him to be there.
And he'll be in Lafe, like not a crazy amount. We're not gonna play as him, obviously, I don't think, but like he's gonna have scenes and callbacks and just things that it's like you're gonna see him in the game. It's not like the entire game's gonna not have him in there.
Yeah. Let's move into our next story. This is a fun one. Electronic Arts sets to close $55 billion go private deal next week. Quote, as of July 30th, 2026, all regulatory approvals required to complete the merger have been obtained. Electronic Arts currently expects the merger to close on or about the close of trading on August 4th, 2026. You know what this means, boys. The next Mass Effect, all the female characters, they gotta wear hijabs.
No. Oh, that's not where I thought you were going with it.
Oh.
They were gonna say they were gonna stop existing. They just get them out of the game.
Well, I mean, real talk. I don't think Mass Effect survives. I know you want a fusion, but I feel like the Saudis are like, that's costing us money, and that's not gonna make us a lot of money back. So goodbye.
No, but it will. Once it hits, it's gonna bring them money.
I want to believe, but it's just I don't know. I'll just say this. This is all I'll say, and this maybe doesn't mean anything, but in the Variety article is as the company's large catalog of franchises includes Skate, EA Sports FC, Apex Legends, The Sims, EA Sports, Madden NFL, EA Sports College Football, Need for Speed, Dragon Age, Titanfall, Plants vs. Zombies, and EA Sports F1, among others. Not mentioning Mass Effect. I mean, you gotta admit.
To be fair, all of the games you just named had like a game in the last 2 years. Every
Titanfall.
franchise there. So again, I was just saying, except for Titanfall, and I don't think Need for Speed. Those are weird ones. They are. But everything else has like had something. That was my only where I'm like, we've had that stupid fucking Plants vs Zombies game not too long ago. Skate just came out. It sucks, but like it's out. You know what I mean? Like Madden's every year, FIFA's every year. Like these things are things that we haven't had a new Mass Effect in a decade, and we haven't had anything Mass Effect since 2021 with the trilogy. So it's like, if they put Mass Effect's name out there right now, they should have. And this doesn't give me much confidence they didn't name drop it, but it's like it felt like whoever put this together just went through like the wiki of what has EA even released in the last half a decade,
I mean,
and they're like, oh, Sims, FIFA, Madden, and they just threw it. And I don't know where they got Titanfall and fucking Need for Speed from, but I don't know.
yeah, realizing no, I think this was actually from the Variety like person who wrote it, not from. I thought this was like actually from EA saying this.
So it's fucking the Variety guy.
Yeah,
Girl,
who's
whoever
the
made it.
Variety? The Variety. It's Jennifer Moz. I guess she's a really huge Titanfall fan. Hey,
And Need for-
welcome.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
She just has she's never played Mass Effect, and she's like, I don't even know what that is, dog.
Oh, Dragon Age. I've heard of that.
Yeah, may as well mention like Mirror's Edge or anything
Yeah.
else that's like not getting it.
No Dead Space either. I mean, that wasn't that long ago. That was 2023. A year
Yeah,
before Dragon Age.
But they said they're not making more Dead Space. They came out and said that. Like we've seen Mass Effect, kind of. We've seen trailers. Like
Dead Space will always be the crazy one to me because it's like I saw the sales. I'm like, wow, that's really good. And it was like, man, this sucks.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
And they didn't name drop the Iron Man, and like there's other stuff we know that's coming. They didn't name drop Iron Man. I feel like
they might just not be naming like upcoming stuff.
Wait, is that still coming? Or
was
was
in there,
it,
baby.
or
Black
was it the Black
Panther was
Panther?
the-
Yeah,
Black
that
Panther
one
got
was
canceled.
Yeah. Iron Man's still from Motive. Apparently, still coming. We haven't seen it, but it's still coming.
By the way, Fusion, we made it to the end of this month. What's the deal with Blade now? Like, is Arcade gonna be okay?
Oh,
I have no idea.
wait. I thought I wasn't sure. Yeah, you're talking about the game, right? Not the movie, because the movie.
Oh no.
Yeah, Marcelo.
I saw.
Yeah.
That was based. I respect him for that.
I think it's just that thing where again they have to go through so many French legal stuff over there that it's like
probably be
we
a while.
we probably won't know for months. And like I think the best my thing is I think if Arcane does survive, they'll have Blade still. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about Blade itself. I'm just worried about Arcane. I think if Arcane's around, I think Xbox is just going to be like, whatever, take it. They did it with everyone else. I understand Blade's bigger, but it's like Xbox has nothing to do with Blade and that relationship with Marvel if Arcane wasn't working on it. So it's like I think they'll be. I think that game will be fine if Arcane's fine. If Arcane's not fine, then obviously who even cares about Blade anymore? The studio's dead. So it's like
exactly. It's tough, man. I mean, to go back real quick to EA though, just get ready for a lot of monetization. That's all I'm gonna say. Get ready because they still have I think it was like $19 billion that they have to pay back of some kind. Get ready for like what you were talking about with college football. We know we got that response from them, which was like, "Hey, this is gonna be in the next game, but we'll take it out of this game." It's like what? So I don't know, man. The monetization of EA games is gonna get really ridiculous from now on. I think.
The new FC game with FIFA is getting their version of the My Park. People know NBA 2K and the My Park. Yeah, like it's called the Ground, and like FIFA fans, bless their hearts, are like super excited. They're like, "This looks awesome. We're gonna play backyard."
They
and I'm
don't
like,
know
"Dude, just give it a year, buddy. When it's gonna be pay to win out in the asshole."
Oh god, dude, there is no area of gaming that like is an enigma to me more than the sports game crowd. Like that is truly like the I don't get it from I don't know why y'all play it every year, but also just from damn, these companies really fucked y'all. Like I see the way the scores, especially for like Madden games, has gone down since like 2004. Like Jesus, it goes from like 94 to like the 60s.
Yep.
Hey, I'll be trying Madden next week. What's up?
It's like the EA.
Granted, I haven't bought a Madden in 4 of the 5 years, but I'm gonna try this one just because I'm not buying college. I didn't buy college football this year because it was so bad. I'm like, well, I don't have college football. I might as well try the other thing. I'm going to assume it's gonna be just as bad, but they got those trials with Game Pass, so
That's the thing, Fusion. We still got the ball and gun gamer genes deep within us.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah. I mean,
I don't got the
I'm
ball
always
gamer
playing a ball
part,
and gun game.
but
Yeah.
like I got that gun game gene where I play like an Overwatch or a Marvel Rivals or a COD. I'm like, I could just play this. I don't need to play RPGs anymore. I could just play this.
They're fun. Like they really are. They just
Yeah,
monetize the hell out of you, and for the most part, they're like turn the brain off games, which people make
exactly.
fun of. But it's like you play that with friends or by yourself, whatever, and you're doing what video games are meant to be, which is fun. It's just fun.
Especially at the end of a long work day. I will say
Yes.
that. Because like after a long work day, I don't know if I want to go home and start reading like a JRPG dialogue.
Yeah.
Like those games are great, but I'm like, my brain is fried, man. I just gotta shoot some people. But yeah, aside, this deal sucks, and we've talked to death already, so not much to add on. Next up, Tom Henderson. Fusion, this is a big one for you. Exclusive, a new ambitious Far Cry game enters development at Ubisoft. A new game in the Far Cry universe has passed its conception stage at Ubisoft and has entered development at Vantage Studios. The new game comes in the wake of issues surrounding another Far Cry game in development, codenamed Maverick, an extraction shooter that has since been canceled. Codenamed Kodiak, the new Far Cry game is described as an open-world FPS where player interactions and player-driven stories take center stage. So it's Far Cry. Kodiak passed its conceptualization stage earlier this month and has been built on the foundations of Maverick, but thankfully the series will now be leaving the extraction shooter market behind, at least for now. I do gotta say, I love when a Tom Henderson article throws in like a little bit of editorialization. But thankfully it's not an extraction shooter. Like he said what we're all thinking. Like what was that? Fusion, I know you're really sad about the extraction shooter.
Oh, yeah, so sad. You know what? I just noticed reading this again. Like this is like the seventh time I've heard the story, and I just put two and two together. Kodiak, the code name, Kodiak Bears are well known for Alaska. And we have known, I'm only just putting this all together right now. We have known in the past there was a Far Cry supposed to be set in Alaska that got canned or whatever. It got moved apart. It wasn't.
That was
they didn't go through with it. Yeah, that was the extraction. Maverick was like, but there was supposed Far Cry 7 at one point was supposed to be not in this island off Korea. It was supposed to be a just single player game in Alaska. That was like the setting, whatever. And then yeah, the extraction shooter. It's got messy, but the fact that it's now called Kodiak, I think we're going to Alaska on Far Cry fucking whatever this thing is. I don't know what they're gonna call it. Who knows if it's Far Cry 8? But I'm just putting that all together right now, and that's exciting. Whatever this is.
My mentality, Fusion, is I think this like Blackbird is the next mainline Far Cry, which Tom Henderson talks about a little bit later. That's gonna be Far Cry 7, and I think Kodiak is probably gonna be like a primal
Yeah,
Far Cry.
that's what I think.
New Dawn. The question is really is if it's gonna be on the same map. If you think it's gonna be on Alaska, because that's what those games did, kind of. I mean, if it's like primal, it could. They could. I don't know if you remember this in Far Cry Primal. They just took the Far Cry 4 map and like primalified it. So I wonder if they'll kind of do this, but with Alaska. It's like, oh yeah, guys, it's Alaska. It's like, why is there a coconut tree here? It's like, it's a different part of Alaska.
Well, if I assume, yeah, if Maverick was in Alaska, which I forget if that's confirmed or whatever, they said they're going to build on the foundation of that. That makes sense of like, hey, they probably have a lot of landscapes, a lot of stuff already built in that Alaskan wilderness. That's what they're work upon. Which again, whatever this is, side game, I would like it to be more of a. It would be even years further off if it was the Far Cry 8. But like, I just want the mainline Far Cry set in Alaska so bad that I would wait those extra few years.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being a side game. But I also would play the side games because I did play Primal and I did play New Dawn. So it's like I was there for those. But it's just at the end of the day, I'm happy the extraction shooter's gone because nobody asked for that. It would have died if Marathon of all games didn't hit like it was supposed to. Far Cry Extraction isn't. It's just not gonna work. So like, I'm happy they're just fucking done with that. Just stop doing that. Reveal Far Cry 7 for the love of God. Give us it next year or something. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I have to imagine it's next year. I'd be shocked. Ubisoft is very incompetent, but like this has been in development long enough. It's going to be 6 years since Far Cry 6. Like that's the longest it's been between mainline Far Cry games in a long time. So I have to imagine this next year. I hope they improve a lot because I wasn't the biggest fan of 6, but I just like let's just get the loot system out of there. I don't want to deal with no gear. That's really
Yeah, I don't want the gear either, but it's just gonna be there. You know it is. Like
I know.
Yeah.
I hate like what happened to just games giving me a gun or a sword or weapons,
Yeah.
and that's just my weapon. And there's no values on it. There's nothing. Like what happened to that?
RPGs
Yeah.
have become too powerful. This is like Skyrim, into Witcher 3, into Elden Ring. It's like, wow, these games are amazing. We didn't realize this is a bad path we're going on because now the ball and gun games are being affected. I'm telling you, the next FIFA game, it's like, yo, you better equip a good ball this game.
Like
you better have a good ricochet.
I can get it for melee weapons at times, but it's the guns that make me so mad. Where I'm like I don't need a Far Cry game where it's like this
It's like you had
fucking
attachments.
yeah, this M4 is a gold M4 compared to the purple one. It's like, no, I just want to use the M4. I just want that gun. I just want to use that gun or the sniper, whatever you're gonna call the sniper. It's like I want that version of sniper. I don't want to have to pick up another one that has better accuracy. No, I just want that one. That's all I want. I don't want to like pick a backpack. Like that stuff is where I'm just like, man. I guess it makes more sense for like obviously a melee-based RPG where like this sword could be better than this sword and blah blah. But it's like, dude, I don't care. Just give me a loadout. Give me characters again that actually have like. I'm not just creating them and having to make a fake backstory because the devs are too lazy to do it. So,
I think, yeah, Far Cry 6 went back to like the character, like voiced protagonists.
yeah,
That's fine.
and I love the character in
Yeah, Danny's great.
6.
Actually,
Yeah,
that was the one part.
like Danny's fantastic in 6. It's like that was one of my basic points with 5. I like 5. I like Montana setting, but the main character doesn't
just
have a
like
voice.
deputy.
Yeah,
It's
like he
like,
literally
okay.
doesn't have a voice at all, and it's like, man, you're not reacting to anyone talking to you. I hate that in game, and especially immersive first-person games like that. It's just like, man, you're giving me nothing when you're talking to the character. That's throwing me completely out of it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it in RPGs, but like a game like Far Cry, I'm like, we don't need to do the nameless, voiceless protagonist. But yeah, exciting times ahead for the Far Cry series. Hopefully,
Maybe.
fingers
I hope.
crossed. We know
I
it's been
can't wait for them to show that 7 next year or whatever. Probably the Game Awards this year, and it's just like looks like every other Far Cry, and I'm gonna be
It's
like,
like,
why
oh
did you
wow,
spend why did you spend 6 years saying it was taking so long because you're trying to evolve the franchise, and it really just is Far Cry still, which I'll be happy about. Like that's why I like Far Cry, but it's like, man, you're
they're
taking
doing
so long.
they're doing that 72-hour thing, like that clock. I think that's an awesome idea. It reminds me of a Majora's Mask, and I'm like, yes, do something new because like unlike you, Fusion, I'm sick of Far Cry. I'm like, do something different with it. I know
I mean,
we waited a
I
while.
was sick at the end of 6, but it's been so long. I'm like,
Yeah, I get that. It's just like at this point, whatever.
like I
But
remember beating 6, and I was like, man, they can't really. Far Cry 7 can't be this. I said that. I was like, I would. It can't just be. I can't do another just Far Cry 3 reskin a decade later. Like I couldn't do it. I was seriously so mind. I think Far Cry 6 is what has changed my open worldness forever. Like genuinely, I'm like, man,
dude, same honestly.
I'm playing
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I liked that game a lot when I beat it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, man, I don't want to do half this shit in the open world. I want to skip it. I just don't. And you're
Yeah.
less than me, Wolf, because I feel like you played Rebirth and you like all
Oh,
those mini games and stuff.
I like open world bullshit, but like,
See, I can't take open world slop anymore. It's like that's what
yeah.
Far Cry 7 was going to be. And it's like, man, I wish I could still love this, but I can't anymore. Like the open world, I just don't have time for it. The time, it's just the time commitment. If it was open world slot for 20 hours, 30 hours, maybe. But it's open world slot for 60, 70 hours. It's like I can't commit to it anymore.
But they got to be able to say it's like 70 plus hours.
Yeah, I know. They always have to be like, you can play this. You can spend $60 and play this game for 100 hours. It's like, okay, man, that's great for like
they
when we
gotta
were
find a way to
6 years
fulfill it.
old and we had nothing and no money and we had to play the same game over and over again. But
Yeah, it's tough, man. We'll see. Definitely, I do love how Far Cry always spurs on a rant on the industry because I feel like it's like the perfect encapsulation of everything wrong.
there's so many things. It's just Ubisoft in general. Far Cry 3, people did not give Far Cry 3 enough credit for how much influence it had on open world games. Truthfully, like, and it's such a huge influence, and we're still seeing it 15 years later.
I feel like
And it's
It's a really amazing. I love Far Cry 3. I think it's the thing that a lot of people just took all the bad parts.
Yeah, and
But
that's
it's
what I
like
was gonna say. It's like the thing of now what Far Cry 3 if Far Cry 3 released today, people call it slop. They're like this fucking Ubisoft slop.
Far Cry
But
3
when it
was like
released,
30 hours. That's what's
I was
crazy
saying
here.
when it released in 2012, that was awesome. I remember on the back cover, Skyrim with guns. That was one of the
Yeah.
reviewers. They said that
Yeah.
like people love Far Cry 3. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And it's like Ubisoft specifically just did that over and over again with Assassin's Creed, with Far Cry, with Ghost Recon, with all their franchises, and then you have even games that like Horizon and Ghost for Sony, which I think are way better open world slot games. Like they do have
Mhm.
better side quests, better characters. They make the slop feel less slop, which is awesome. I still love those games. I love the Horizon games. I love the Ghost games, but it's like those all are based off of Far Cry. You know what I mean? Like they really all come back to that Ubisoft style video game, and people hate that today, and they've hated it for probably 6 years. So it's like Far Cry just can't do that again. I think that's the
Yeah.
problem with Ubisoft right now in general. I think that's why Ghost Recon's taking so long, and Far Cry's taking so long, and Assassin's Creed, they're still putting them out, but they can just sell because of Assassin's Creed. But even now, we know with like Hex is supposed to be a more linear game, and Black Flag was more of being, hey, this was before our RPG bullshit. Like
Yeah.
Ubisoft is at a point where they can't sell their normal stuff they've been doing for 15 years. Outlaws just came out, what, 2 years ago? Star Wars game significantly flopped. And I like that game a lot, but it's like it was the same open world. They had a little bit of improvement, but it's like people are so tired of this. And it's not just Ubisoft,
Mhm.
it's hundreds of devs across the world making these Ubisoft style open worlds. We're done. We're post Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild, Red Dead. Those are what we want.
I mean, that's the thing though, Fusion. Those games are way harder to make, and I think
And
the
yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of companies are like, "Oh, you want to R&D like making an Elden Ring spiritual successor type game?" It's like, but Far Cry 6 sold this and this much units. Just do that again.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna take
And,
way too
and you're
much
not
time.
wrong. And to be fair, someone like me, I don't want everything to be Elden Ring. I just want a middle ground. I want something. And I'm fine with a Ubisoft slot game if that's your version. If everything is good, if your side characters are good, if the things are you can give me 100 icons on the map. If they're all good, that's not slop anymore. You might have copied the style, but you didn't copy the quality. And I feel like that's the problem is they're copying the quality of the style. If that makes sense, where it's like
No, I get what you mean.
yeah, the foundation of that type of open world, checklist open world, isn't terrible by nature, especially for a video game. We like checklisting things, we like clicking things off, dopamine hits. It's just the content has to be at least good for us to stick around and be like, this was a great time.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you at all. I mean, Jed, are you a big open world slop enjoyer?
Yes. Well, I mean, I really did love Far Cry 4. That one was the Far Cry I played the most, and yeah, like I do want to enjoy like Far Cry 7 or even whatever this one is in Alaska. But my issue is that, and I think it's just with across like major Ubisoft games, like even with the Assassin's Creeds, like with Origins and Odysseys, that I play for a certain amount of hours and I get tired of the grind, so I just stop.
Yeah,
And
just
yeah, because
constantly doing random shit.
exactly, because it just ends up being too bloated, like these games. So I want something that's like a bit more grounded, or like no, like what Fusion was saying, that where there isn't like too much shit to do, where it's a bit more of a condensed open world, like where it's shorter, but there's still like stuff going on, and the story isn't taking long, versus stuff like Valhalla, which was like 100 hours, or how long was that game?
I put 80 hours into it, so
Definitely, yeah, at least 80 to 100, I'd say.
it's
I,
like it's like you have
I'll,
something like Hogwarts Legacy, which sold
Oh yeah.
so well. Granted, it has Harry Potter, but that's just a Ubisoft game. It really is.
yeah, really.
And I put 70 hours into that, but I platinumed it. That also fucking took a lot out of me. But it's like, so like those games do sell, obviously. But again,
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy still, for when it had Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter game in so long, it's a different type of beast. But it's like they had cool stuff in that game. They had unique ideas.
Oh
They had cool
yeah.
characters. They just had things that these normal slop open world games don't have. So it's like it just
It
is
feels
what
like
it is.
Fusion. I wonder how you guys think about this. It feels like a lot of games now are starting to be designed as second screen experiences where they
Yeah.
kind of know you're going to have some TV show in the background or you're watching a podcast and they're like, Oh, well, this is for the like if you don't want to think, just do that type content instead of actually designing engaging
Yeah.
content.
I said they're just creating MMOs. They want every game that they just
Yeah.
want to create MMOs. They're like, just grind our single player on the side while you do
Yeah.
TikTok.
Oh yeah, that and also like I just know that for sure the way like content is being made in Hollywood with like TV shows or movies is that yeah, they intentionally have it so that the plot like the characters remind you every like 10 minutes of what's happening.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
straight up saying what was going on.
Yeah, it's like just game open world games specifically for a decade they've been getting too big, and there's been too much content. When you put that much content into something, the quality has to get worse. You can't
Yep.
give your 100% to every side quest and every character unless you are the best in the industries, like From Software and Nintendo. They can do it.
Mhm.
If you're not them, you can't go out there and put an 80-hour game and have everything you make in the game quality. It just does not happen. So it's like all these
Yep.
studios go out there and they put 60, 70, 80-hour games. Even 40 and 50 are long ass open world games, and the quality starts to just be so different across the genre where like, oh, these side quests aren't as good as these other side quests. You might not ever get to the great side quests because you don't want to get through the bad ones. Where it's like, if you just condense your game down to 20 hours, 30 hours, then you could put everything in it to be quality. And it's like I feel like you were saying earlier, Wolf, they just want their number to be just large. They're like they just want to brag about how long their video game can be. And
Yep.
how gamers are to fault for this, where we've all had plenty of time where we're like, we're not spending $60 on this 10-hour game. I'll wait for it to go on sale. It's 10 hours, I'm
Yeah.
not spending
Well,
$60. Or this 8-hour game, I'm not spending $70 on this. Even sometimes 15 to 20, we'll be like, oh, this game's only 20 hours. I'll wait for it to be $40. And it's like, so we are also to blame. The gamer is also to blame. But it's like, if someone was like, this game's a 10 out of 10 and it's only 18 hours, I'm spending the $70. You know what I mean? Like, if it's only 18 hours and it's maybe a 7 out of 10, I'll wait for the sale. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many things that go into it, but it is like, I do think we are getting to a point where open world games are finally starting to get smaller. Like, we were in a really bad spot a few years ago, but now it feels like we are in a more middle ground that's still, I think, too big for my personal taste, but it's way better than it was.
I don't disagree with you at all. I think it's just I will give this. I do think there have been more linear games on the rise. I mean, we just saw 007, Plague Tales next month.
Yeah.
I think we're still getting those linear experiences to kind of
Resident
coincide
Evil,
with a big open world.
Pragmata, like all
Yeah,
these
Yeah.
games were just coming out.
great. I mean, hey, both of
Yeah.
those are Capcom too, and Capcom's doing great.
Oh hell yeah.
They understand. Even when they do the open world game like Dragon's Dogma 2, that's gotten mixed results from a lot of people. I don't. I'll be honest, man. I don't know the consensus on Dragon's Dogma 2 anymore.
I know
I'm just
review-wise, it reviewed really well, like high 80s, 88,
yeah.
I
Then
think.
you talk to
But
people, it's like you talk to like hardcore Dragon's Dogma fans. They're like, they got rid of the fucking jacking off feature. It's terrible. It's like what? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
yeah,
I'll have to play it for myself to investigate.
it feels very much like people either really, really like that game or they don't like it at all. But even that style of game's closer to an Elden Ring than a Ubisoft. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
like
100%. It's good to know we're still getting. I'm glad we're getting both. I hope Elden Ring's influences continue because it's like I want more open worlds like that.
exactly. I don't want to sit here and be like, I never want a Ubisoft class open world game again because again, plenty can do it and make it well. I like the Horizon games a lot, and that's what they are. So,
Yep.
you know what I mean? So it's like I'm sitting here. I'm sure I like them less than I used to, but it's like I don't want them to disappear forever. I just wish everyone would stop trying to do that style and make them so big.
100%. I'll admit, spent way more on that than I thought, but it was a good
That's
conversation.
my bad. I went into a rant about
No,
open
it's
world
fine.
in
I like
general.
it. I'm glad. We needed to let that out. This is a therapy session for us. Open world games getting way too fucking big sometimes. I still fuck with the big open world, but like I do think Fusion. I'll say this to end it. I do think I'll eventually hit a breaking point where I'm like, I don't got the time like I used to, where I can't be doing this anymore.
Just play 5 Assassin's Creed like me and you.
I think that's really what saves me is that the only Ubisoft franchise I like is Far Cry, and it's been 6 years since that one. So.
It's so funny. My last rant, I was like I was playing Black Flag. I really like that game. So if Jack's listening, I like it a lot. There's a point where I just remember you saying, "Man, I hate Assassin's Creed." And I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Do I hate Assassin's Creed?" There was just a point where I was going just to fortress to fortress, like just checklisting, basically going to island to island, just getting this treasure, going back to my boat. I was playing it like that, where I'm like, "What the fuck am I doing?" I'm like, I could just not do this right now. This is not like quality.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed is definitely that like the biggest franchise.
Oh, I think it was the fucking. You know how you get up on the points and you're synchronized, and the like
Yeah.
eagle flies it. I was doing those. I was like, dude, why is this still in the game? Like, why are we still doing these?
You got to the top and you're like, I don't feel anything anymore. Why are you with this? That's when it really started to affect you. It's like, I don't feel anything doing even like towers. And I
Yeah,
remember us having a conversation of like, oh, I like towers. And you were like, yeah, I love them too. And now
dude.
it's like, maybe
Yeah, I
maybe
don't.
it's gone.
Like the last Far Cry 3 towers were so good because of like the parkour element. Now I feel like the towers just climb the ladder.
Let's go to the top. Call it a day. Let's move on to our next story. This is an interesting one. This is from MP First Report. CD Projekt Red partnered with Shantae Devs on a 2.5D Cyberpunk Edge Runners brawler. CD Projekt Red has been hard at work at expanding the Cyberpunk 2077 universe. Alongside Project Orion, fans are also looking forward to a new season of Cyberpunk Edge Runners, the acclaimed Netflix spin-off show produced by Studio Triggers that is set to return this year. It's this year? I didn't see that part. Okay, that's news to me. Way forward in CD Projekt Red's unannounced Project Gemini. Details on this previously unknown project originate from the portfolio of a former WayForward developer whose name we are withholding for privacy reasons. The developer's resume details an unannounced CDPR Cyberpunk R&D project, codenamed Gemini, that was in the works at WayForward between 2025 and 2026. Given this time frame in the R&D label, it is safe to say that the game was in very early stages of development. This label typically represents a phase where studios prototype mechanics, build technical frameworks, and test concepts before greenlighting full productions. Unfortunately, the developer's resume doesn't clarify the project's current status, which could easily mean it's a scrap project. Despite this, the portfolio provides some interesting tidbits regarding the dev's contributions, including an internal project logo that features the Edge Runners branding right alongside the Gemini codename. So yeah, pretty interesting. Way forward kind of brawler game in the Cyberpunk Edge Runners world vibe and art style. I'd be really down for that. I really like that show. I don't know if you guys watched it. Did you?
I did. Yeah.
I've started it, but I still need to get to it because I love the game, but I know it's like it's set in the universe, but it's separate. But like the first episode I saw, I'm like, oh, this is like this is pretty good content, and I'm glad they're expanding the cyberpunk universe a bit more. Also, side note, I feel like my brain is like so cooked when you said like Project Gemini. Instead of thinking of like horoscopes or anything, I thought of fucking Google AI.
Well, shout outs Google. Thank you for thinking of our AI.
Yeah.
What about you, Fusion?
Yeah, I've seen the show and I really liked it.
Nice. It's a good show.
I was like, that's the most anime show I've ever watched. Like I just don't watch anime like that. So like when I watched that, I was like, oh, this is like, and even then, I'm sure it's probably like fucking a Western cartoon is what the anime freaks would call it.
No,
But like,
it's anime. There's like it's literally produced by a Japanese studio. There's nothing really
yeah.
that tells
So
you
like
it's
that's like the only one like, but it's really good. Like it's a really good show.
good show. I'm into the idea of this project, but I mean the worry is if it even gets, because apparently it's kind of an R&D, so like it may get greenlit, may not. Might be going through a bunch of phases right now. Hopefully it's still being worked on, because I do think this is an awesome idea. I think WayForward is a very talented developer when they're allowed to make something cool. When they're forced to make stuff for other studios just to stay alive, their shit kind of sucks. But when they're able to make like a passion project or a game in a franchise that it seems like they're very passionate about, Shantae games are amazing. So something like that would be awesome. Being a brawler, I'm not the biggest brawler fan, but like I dig them every now and then. I think I would totally be in on this.
By brawler, do they mean like Smash?
No, brawler like Cosmic Invasion and
Oh, I thought that was beat 'em ups, or is that just the same thing?
Brawlers beat 'em up.
Oh. Oh, okay. So that's completely because when I read this, I thought this was a multiplayer game.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
That's what I thought this entire time, which I was like, I would not want this. I thought this was like fucking multiverses, but in Cyberpunk.
Multiversus Cyberpunk would be crazy.
Now I want it even less actually because I fucking hate beat 'em ups. So
I'll play it for you, don't
I'd
worry.
rather the Smash Bros side of this. But okay.
What they need is the Edge Runners turn-based JRPG. Then you're in, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking Metroidvania.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I was thinking
they
an
do make
action
the
game like
Shantae
that.
games.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, they make Shantae games, so like those are Metroidvanias. I mean, listen, I would rather that if we're talking personally, but I'd be down for this.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I just didn't know what Brawler was. I really thought Brawler was like fucking Super Smash or multi. I thought it was fighting game.
No, Brawler's like, yeah, it's just another word for beat 'em up. I don't know. MP first.
Yeah.
Fix your
Like Shredder's Revenge, Scott Pilgrim, like those are. Yeah,
Oh.
in that genre, right? Like but
Yeah.
but it's confusing because it plays very much like a fighting game.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a fighting game, but single player or co-op, depending. Let's move into our last story. This is just a quick one because I wanted to laugh. Xbox report Q4 financial year 2026 results. Total gaming revenue was down -10% year over year. Content and services were down -10%. And then hardware revenue dropped -13%. And I don't know if you guys saw this. God, I wish I could pull it up. There was a Tom Warren tweet. I could try to pull it up now, where he outlined how much money Xbox makes for Microsoft compared to all their other divisions. And they are actively losing $1.7 billion. I just found the tweet. So, like the server products and cloud services is at like 31 billion. Microsoft 365 is at 14.2 billion. And it goes down slowly. And they're losing money on Windows and devices, which I find interesting. But mainly they're losing money from Xbox at $1.7 billion, which is crazy. Especially when you realize that LinkedIn makes $2 billion. It's like, LinkedIn? That makes more money than Xbox?
So those people get
yeah.
premium.
No, that and also like LinkedIn has advertising as well, so they make ad revenue from there.
I love the idea of like going on LinkedIn. It's like, let me get LinkedIn Premium.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
You ain't finding a job, buddy. But yeah, I don't know. It does. I look at that and I'm like, you know what would fix this? Exclusive games. I think that's gonna make a big dent.
Exclusive games is a $1,500 console coming soon.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I don't know. There's really not much more to add on top of that. It just feels like Xbox is in a pretty.
Hey, I'm surprised you didn't pull the article of Asha saying they got 200 million new Xbox users in the last year.
Wait, really?
That's
I didn't see
impressive.
that.
Yeah. I was fucking. It's so dumb. I don't know where it's posted, but she came out and was like, in the last year we've gained 200 million new Xbox users. I'm like, you pulled that number out your ass. I don't know who the fuck has bought an
Where's
Xbox.
200
You know,
million?
200 million is like your damn all your Xbox consoles combined. You're just because I made a joke. I said if you use Outlook, which is the email, I'm like, if you use Outlook,
my
they're probably calling you an
Oh my
Xbox
God.
user.
No,
But
my
then
God.
yesterday there was also a report that's talking about like 100 something million TVs now have Xbox on it, and I was like, that makes sense. That's where the number comes from. Just because your
Yeah.
TV has an Xbox, they'll consider you part of Xbox. So it's like if you bought a TV or have a TV, because there's no way Xbox had 200 million users in the last year. Like I cannot believe more people are
Where?
reading that.
You were on a
Nowhere.
PC that has Windows.
Yeah, it's literally things like that. No, there was not a single world where they just randomly like the Xbox that they are actually confirming is Xbox. Like there's no. It's so dumb. It's just the dumbest thing I've heard.
Okay, hang on. I found a Yahoo Finance article. In comments on X, Twitter, Xbox CEO Asha Sharma remarked upon Xbox's journey, noting that it now had, quote, 200 million active players. And even then, they're like, although it's hard to quantify exactly what that means.
Yeah, like they did not.
I don't even. That's so funny. That does 200 million. That doesn't count. What are you talking about?
And now 200 million new players joined Xbox and its games during fiscal year 2026. Like, no, you did not.
Yeah.
You don't have 200 million players and then pull up the minus 10% revenue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Xbox has had, they've never had fucking 50 million players, let alone 200 million. New, 200 new is the word she used.
200 million? Where does that even come from?
That's what I'm saying. I posted it in the Discord and no one like entertained it. I thought Bop would have some facts or something to give me, but no, everyone's just like, yeah, she made this number up.
Love you, Bob. But yeah, shout out to Xbox. Hopefully Fable and Gears of War are good. And Clockwork, the real one, Clockwork Revolution. That's the one I actually care about. Get that out. Get that out. Get the Fallout games out. Get Elder Scrolls out. Okay, bye. Then you can leave.
Yeah, they're working on it. I did see, we didn't
stuff
add it
I
because
care
it was a
about.
rumor, but Jez Corlin said that in Exile was like rumored to their next game after Clockwork would be
Yeah,
Fallout. I'm like, how much fucking Fallout we need, guys?
I saw that. I just don't believe it. That just seems like a thing where it's like, oh, they're prototyping something. That screams a. We might get. They might look at us to get shuttered if Clockwork Revolution doesn't do well. So let's say it's like, oh, we're working on a Fallout game. Wait, guys, don't worry, we prototyped it.
It
Like
also,
something like that.
I agree, and it also makes me think like if that does happen, that next Bethesda Fallout must be so far. Like if they're like so they're like Obsidian, we need you to build a Fallout game, and then Exile, we need you to make a Fallout game because Bethesda
Everybody
themselves
has
can't
a
do it.
Fallout game.
They can't do
my
it for
God.
15 years, fellas. Like we need to fill the gaps. And it's like, dude, we can't have Obsidian, Bethesda, and an Exile, and probably someone else all working on Fallout, man. Like, come on.
Yeah, and
Especially
also
if Clockwork does really well. Like,
we'll see. Hopefully, it does well. Making it an Xbox exclusive does not help, though.
I
I'll
don't
tell you
think
that
it's
right
going
now.
to do well. I'll be honest. I think it
Yes,
could be a
man.
great game. I do not think the numbers are going to do well. But we'll
I
see.
think it's going to be an amazing game. I just don't think it's going to be enough for Microsoft when it comes to sales. Because I have full faith in Exile, and those trailers have been really good. It's just, I don't know anymore. It's tough. Just release the stuff I care about. I don't care about the stuff I don't care about. All right, Xbox, do that for me.
Well, they got rid of a lot of the studios you hated, so don't worry.
okay, hang on. I like Double Fine when they're not making pottery games. Compulsion, you know what? I respect them.
Have you ever played a compulsion game?
No, hell no. I don't want to play that shit. But like, I respect them. What other games? What else got?
Ninja Theory? You don't play Hellblade.
Oh hell no! Yeah, Ninja Theory used to make cool action games, and they were like, "Oh, let's do boring cinematic games instead."
You don't play State of Decay, so
Yeah.
Undead Labs, they're out of there.
Yeah, damn. Okay, okay, but like they gutted id, so like that's the one that was like, damn.
Yeah. And have you played arcade games outside of Deathloop?
No, that's one I need to figure out. I played a little Dishonored too, but that's about it.
So they really did just exile everyone you didn't care about. They said, get them out of here.
No. All right, listen. It got gutted, okay?
It's just your rebuttal every time. They're alive, but they did get hurt.
Yeah. Here's the thing I'll say, Fusion, like prediction-wise, I hate predicting layoffs, but they did say that like there was like the big thing is like Blizzard is going to be the one that gets hit by the next round of layoffs, and I'm very worried about the Overwatch team. So like that's going to be like my arcade if that happens. I don't think they'll gut them completely, but I'm like worried it's going to be like, yeah, they severely reduced the staff for Overwatch and a lot of other Blizzard games. Let's talk about what we've been playing, because there was no reviews this week because again, July kind of a dead month. But we did have one of the big games that released this week, or last week, Splatoon Raiders.
Hell yeah.
Jed, if you want to talk, you've been all three of these are Nintendo games. This is why you're always on the Nintendo shows, okay?
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, so I'll just go really quick through. The first game that I beat from that Nintendo lineup, Star Fox. This one, I don't know. This one I enjoyed. Like it was a fun time. And I didn't know until I beat the game that there are more endings. They kind of tell you at the end, right? Like like Fox says a line that's something like, "Oh, it's not quite done yet," and then you have to go again. And I was figuring out what the best path is.
The alternate routes. It's the best route is the one that ends with Slippy going, "Oh, is that Bill?"
Yeah,
They could do the medal ceremony.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so funny.
Oh, it was funny, but yeah, no, this was like, even though they made this game so many times, and I played it on like the 3DS as well a little bit, I still enjoyed like how this looked, how the characters were, but I just want, I guess, a full-fledged like AAA Star Fox.
A new one.
Yeah, a new one. Yeah.
I really, really dig this game, and I'm with you where I'm just like, yeah, this game's awesome. And I think they justified being a remake because of all the like additions to like kind of what the vibes of Star Fox 64 are. But I'm like, no, give me a new game.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. And now let's see. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, I realized all these games I've been playing, they're all switched to exclusive. So right now I've been finishing up Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Now this is a cute little game. And each level, okay, so the way the levels are structured, it's not like the Mario games where you pick a level, you go into it. No, no, no. You're going into each chapter and you are like selecting uh, I guess like a character, or like there's like an enemy, and like you use a magnifying glass to select that enemy, and then
Mhm.
you go in and you find out more about it, like how it interacts with the environment, or like can Yoshi eat it, what happens if Yoshi like
Yeah,
uses
you're
it,
like
like carries
studying
it on
it.
his back. Yeah, that type of thing. And it is so fun because each level, like, there's a unique mechanic for each one, and they did so many of these. And yeah, like some are a bit on the lower end. Some are like really fun. Like there was one inspired by Donkey Kong Country that I really
Oh,
enjoyed. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's that type of game. But yeah, yeah, I've been having a good time with it. Okay, so now here's the thing. I realized Nintendo's been doing a lot more. They did this with Pikmin 4, but like the credits end up coming up earlier than you expect. And then after you're done, the credits, oh, there's actually still more game left. That's the same case here.
that's awesome.
Eh, yeah, yeah,
I love when they're just like, here's more, actually.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, and I'm just finishing up so I can then go into more Splatoon Raiders. Oh, and that game, I mean, I enjoyed Splatoon 1 on the Wii U, and I skipped 2, but I did go into 3 on Switch and played a lot of multiplayer on that. But
Oh, you love
Raiders, like,
splatting.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, same. And the single player stuff, like it's pretty fun in Raiders. Like it's just like a bit of like what you're familiar with Splatoon. If you've played those games, it feels very similar to that. Uh, but like I think that like as I progress more, there's gonna be like more, I guess, new mechanics or like new weapons that they couldn't, or that they didn't do in the multiplayer one, because in those games, like the multiplayer was like the focus over the single player, but the single player mode was still fine. Now this is like all in on single player, and yeah, I'm excited to play more of it.
Mhm. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I want to play Splatoon Raiders, but I'd feel like a larper because I haven't played a Splatoon game. Um, but I do want to get to it because that game looks awesome. Yoshi, you got me way more interested in that.
Oh yeah.
I'll be a preschooler with you, man.
Hell yeah, man. Yo,
and,
it's
and
funny. This has been happening on multiple servers. I'm getting clowned.
I mean, listen. Here's the thing I'll give you, Jed, is that you're not saying it's your goatee. You're just like, oh, this game's way better than expected. Dark has Lego Batman as his game of the year, so
Okay,
we know who the
yeah.
real.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we know who the problem. Uh, Fusion, you've been playing through Halo Campaign of Also, real quick, I'll just talk real quick about what I've been playing. Literally, I've just been playing Marvel Rivals this week. Game's fun. I've been a ball and gun gamer this
Cheating
week,
on
though, so.
Overwatch, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, because Overwatch kind of sucks now, man. I'll be honest.
I mean, Marvel Rivals
I
is
got rid of my
better.
66 mode. Oh, I wouldn't say it's better. And let's calm down.
Wait,
Well,
wait. What are you
Overwatch
meaning?
Overwatch wins by being first person. That's
Yeah.
really it.
Yeah.
But I do. Marvel Rivals is really, really good. And Jet, here's the thing. That's what I mean. All right. I
Yeah.
love my boy. My little fucking Bungie about to break him up. I love that motherfucker so much. And also Emma Frost. She's awesome too. But yeah, Fusion, you want to talk about Halo Campaign Evolved?
yeah, Halo. Um, just a preference. I've beat Halo Combat Evolved multiple times. It's my least favorite Halo, which always is a hot take. I don't really like it that much up to this point. Um, so going into this, I've already beat this remake. By the way, it's like fucking 6 hours.
Yeah,
It's Combat Evolved, like it's a very short game. Um, so going into this, I wanted to be like, I wanted to have the moment where I'm like, this is why everyone loves Combat Evolved. Like I wanted that moment with this remake where I'm like, I hopefully They fix all my issues with it. They go in there, they make it prettier, they do all this stuff, feels great. And while I do think this is the best version of Combat Evolved, actually, this is the version I would recommend to people to play because I think it does change enough with like the library and certain things that I really, really hate about the original and even in Master Chief Collection that they fix here. It still wasn't that moment where I'm like, man, this went from my least favorite Halo to one of my favorites. Like this is still near the bottom of that list of Halo for me. I just think I understand it was special for the time. It was a generational game. People love it. People have so much nostalgia for it. But the remake, outside of that, the remake is pretty good. Like there's some issues where, for people that don't know, it's moved to Unreal Engine, which is the first time Halo's ever used this engine. To me personally, I think it feels worse than the Slip Space engine, which was Halo Infinite engine, which was based off of the BAM engine, which was the old Halo engine that they were using. I think it does.
Halo 5?
No, I'm pretty sure Slip Space was the first Halo.
Oh no, I meant for
engine.
BAM.
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it was still some version of the BAM engine, or at least some evolution. I think this is the first time it's ever been out of the evolution of that BAM engine, as far as I know. Someone can comment below, or Dark if you listen to it. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong. Either way,
because it's like I remember like they were like, we're moving to Unreal Engine, and I'm just like, the engine everyone uses, like, why is this such a big deal? But yeah, continue.
Yeah, and I've said BAM. I meant Blam engine, by the way. And yeah,
Blam.
apparently Blam. Yes, apparently Halo 5 is a modified version of the Blam engine. So yeah, that's what I thought. Like that's what, as far as I knew, that's why I thought all the games were just based off of that. What Bungie brought in 26 years ago, however, 25 years ago. Anyways, so to me, I am like, it feels about 80% there, but it's not perfect. Like when it's like I was saying, I think Halo Infinite feels better to play, and it's like, so there was already that where I thought after I think I put 7 hours total with the bonus missions, which I'll get to, but it's like I thought like somewhere in the middle of that, I'd be like, oh, this feels exactly like Halo now. Like I'm not noticing a difference. I've seen people online, like Paris Lily, say like, yeah, after a few hours, it felt just like Halo. He's a fucking fraud, liar. I like Paris a lot. I see little shit.
The fucking the new missions, I've heard so many different thoughts on.
Yeah.
The one thing I've heard a lot is, oh, the dialogue sucks, mainly with how much Chief talks. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'll get to that in 1 second.
Oh yeah. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it's just like it does not feel fully like Halo, and I think it's just that thing they have to just keep working at it. We know the series is going on Unreal for the time being. Like they're done with their own in-house engine, so like this is the future of Halo. I think I'll get used to it at some point, but it was that thing where it's like, man, I can just feel like it's not 100% there. This isn't the Halo I want to feel like Halo. So that was kind of just a little upsetting to me, where it's like, it feels great. It feels like a good shooter. It just doesn't feel like the perfect Halo shooter, if that makes sense. And like I said, they fixed the library. They fixed multiple other things. They have some guns in the game that weren't in the original or Master Chief Collection, so like it does change some stuff. Visually, it looks awesome. Graphically, it does have some issues. My game crashed multiple times. Like it's not a perfect remake by any stance, at least on PC. I don't know. Can't talk directly about the console. Versions.
Console couldn't access the game.
Yeah, console was having some issues. But on that side, it is still the cinematics are amazing. They're awesome. They are so good. So if you like Halo Combat Evolved, you should try this at the very least. I think you would get a good play this on Legendary Friends. Do however play solo. I think you would have a good time. It's not the perfect remake. It's not the best remake out there. It is just the same game basically with a little bit of differences, and none of the changes. I'm like, wow, works in the original this way. Like I said, this is the version I would recommend to someone who's never played them. But then getting to the bonus missions, which, like you were saying, is very sporadic online, and it's very much like controversial if you really like it. If you don't, Dark doesn't like them. I love them. So if that tells you something, I like them more than Halo, the original like missions. Like personally, I do. That being said, Chief does talk a lot more than he should. He's more chatty here. He's talking more where I'm like, Chief doesn't say full sentences. Like he's like, you know what I mean? Chief just gives one-liners a lot, and like he obviously talks more than one-liners, but like in this bonus mission, he's talking all the time. He's like, we gotta go here, we gotta do this. we gotta check this out. Like he's talking a lot, which I get people are upset about. And again, it's hard. We say this a lot on this podcast, but it's hard to separate the bigots online and the actual real criticism because there was a very prominent female lead in this bonus mission, like these bonus missions. There's a prominent, and people just I've seen plenty of people just hate her online, and like, is she great? I didn't think she was terrible. I really didn't. She has some great lines actually. She has some fantastic lines in this thing. But also then you see people online who just like fucking woman in my game, you know what I mean? So it's hard to find the criticism there of going down the middle of who actually hates it because of the content. But my favorite thing about the bonus mission is just how there's a certain mission in it that's just such a drastic visual look, like difference-wise, than everything Combat Evolved has. Because one of my biggest complaints with Halo in general and Combat Evolved specifically, which I love Halo, is it's just sucks the same corridors, like sucks the same just colors and everything looks the exact same for the 6 hours you're playing it. There's like 1 or 2 missions in there that you go to a different area and it feels different. The rest of it feels so similar in Halo to me, and that's basically the first few Halos, and I would say maybe Halo is a franchise, and I'm a diehard Halo fan, but we can all admit the variety and level design, they're great levels, but the variety and the look of them are pretty much always the same. Yeah, purple spaceship, the silver concrete walls, and the jungles. Like that's just how it is. There's this one area in the bonus mission that's like this vibrant desert yellow, like it's very colorful, and it's like I've never seen this in a Halo, and it looks awesome. You know what I mean? And it's like, so it could be that thing where I was just blinded by playing Combat Evolved so much. Like I've played that game 4 or 5 times, and going into this remake, playing it again, and how much Halo I've played, and like putting something new in it and fresh, and giving me new colors and a new paint of coat. Like it was just nice to see all that. So maybe I'm just blinded of it being new and having that bias of this is the new thing, it's the better thing. But I truthfully had a really good time, and it's like you have space fighting and a bunch of other things where I'm like, this is doing an awesome thing. This isn't the best thing ever. Like this isn't some of the greatest Halo out there, but as 3 prequel missions of you going around with Chief and Sergeant Johnson, like I think they're awesome. And I do not understand why they get so much hate online. Is it the best writing? No. Is it corny at times? And does Chief talk a lot? Yes. But also, I don't hate that version of Chief. If people know my version of Chief, I like the emotional human Chief. I know a lot of people don't, and they just want Chief to go out there and say nothing and have no emotions. Chief has changed so much as a character in the last few Halos, definitely post Halo 4, that like this is the Chief we have now. Like people just gotta get used to Chief being more human and having more emotions and like going through more stuff. He's not just the badass that's just out there saying, "Give me a weapon," or "I'm gonna give them back their bomb." Like you're still gonna get that from Chief, and that's awesome. But my favorite thing that 343 has done is make Chief a more humanized character. And again, that doesn't fit for everyone. That doesn't, and it's not a right or wrong answer in my opinion either. If that's not the Chief you like, that's not the Chief you like. But basically, rant over. I really thought the remake as a package is good, not great. It's my version I would rather play over the original because the original has the library being AIDS and multiple other things. And this game just looks really pretty. So like if you like Halo, I think this is a good jumping point to get into it as a new player. And if you're someone who's been around for all 25 years, I still think you can have fun in the Halo sandbox.
That sounds awesome, man. Well, not awesome. That's a weird choice of words, considering you were like, yeah, no, it's okay.
It's fine. I haven't watched the video yet, but Jake Baldino has a video called "The Halo Campaign Evolved is just fine." And I'm like, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's just fine. Like it is exactly what they advertised.
Terrible.
Yeah.
The highest I saw was like kind of funny, which was interesting because I'm just like, oh man, I'm surprised you guys are so high on it.
Yeah, like I think it's rated like an 84 on OpenCritic, 83 maybe. Like it's a mid 88 game. So like
whatever Xbox era rebranded to, also give it up. It's like, no, we're not Xbox based.
Like I personally, I'd give it my campaign, not my Combat Evolved score has always been a 6 out of 10, which I know a lot of people will give me shit for. This I would give a 7.
You can't say you don't like a game and give it a 6.
But I don't. That's my point. Is I don't dislike Combat Evolved. It's just my favorite Halo.
Fair enough.
I never would say Combat Evolved is a bad game. Like I said, I 6. I think it's fine. I would give this remake as a package a 7.5. So there's
Okay.
enough there and all these changes where I'm like, I can move it up to that 7.5 range. Like, it's not an 8 or above to me personally, but it is a jump from that original 6 I would give Combat Evolved. Also, I fucking hate the name because they said like Combat Evolved, Campaign Evolved. Like,
that's the crazy thing to me, Fusion. It's like, man, no multiplayer. And I really would have thought they'd announce like, and it comes with a multiplayer. But like, according to Revs Gaming's report, it's like, yeah, they got nothing.
Yeah.
They maybe have a Halo 2 remake plan, which I'm just like, why, man? You can't just be remaking these games. You got to make a new one.
You're right, but I'm there day one for a Halo 2 remake. I want them to go the Resident Evil.
I don't even know.
There's
With
nothing.
Halo 2, I'm just like, what do you remake?
They're 20. Just give me the same game. Do exactly what they're doing here, because Halo 2 was already great. So
you know what? Here, I'll give you a middle ground. Maybe like remake the game, sure, whatever. Keep the blurred cutscenes, because the cutscenes in like the remake
they
for
are
Halo
so good in Halo Master Chief.
Yeah, like
the anniversary. Yeah.
You think you're gonna do better than that?
I don't know. These new cinematics you should watch. They're really, really good in Campaign Evolve. They are my favorite part. Is how good this new cinematics look. But they're 100% remaking the first 3 games. It's happening. Like,
yeah, probably.
I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but like, it's happening. So like, they're going.
Yeah, I heard they basically teased it.
Yeah, it's 2 is confirmed at least. Like, it's coming.
I was like, you guys got to make a new game, because literally they have no new game project.
Yes, they need that next new Halo out there, but it's like, I want the Resident Evil. Halo is big enough for me to be that Resident Evil thing where it's like, they can't make that new game faster, like as fast as the Resident Evils are, but it's like they have 25 years of Halo games where it's like, put out Halo 2, and then give us the main line, and then while we wait for that next game, put out Halo 3 remake. I'm like,
okay, but like, could you imagine what happens when it's like, now Halo 4 remake? It's like, no.
I think the furthest they should be allowed to get is Halo Reach. That's even pushing it.
Yeah,
but I think Halo Reach. I think that's the limit. I think you can do Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, Reach. That's it for remakes. We
will see. I don't know. I don't have much faith in the Halo franchise with Halo Studios running it. aka 343. You can rename yourself, but you're still 343. That to this
we
day,
know who you are.
Craziest thing to this day, I'll always think about. I was like, why'd you name yourself after the villain? Like, I feel like that's not like what you want to be like. Dude, oh, we're the new stewards of Halo, and you're the villain.
You were in the Discord a few, like probably 2 weeks ago when I was playing Gears of War, and I actually blew my mind that the Coalition, which is who makes.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You were like, oh,
was named after the Coalition, like the Gears, and I'm like, I didn't know that. Like this entire time, I had no idea. I've only ever played the Gears multiplayer, so I've been playing through the Gears single players in the last month or so. But it's like that blew my mind. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
The Coalition, yeah, it's weird because it's like that sounds like a normal name.
Yeah, that's
343. I'm just like, you're naming yourself after something.
Yes, that's why I always knew 343 was out Halo, but it's like that I blew my mind where I'm like, oh, the Coalition of Gears. That's why they're called the Coalition. Like,
it's just so funny because I'm just like, what? It's like if Nintendo called themselves Mario Productions, Zelda Productions.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of naming yourself after an IP, but
because
hey.
And then Bob was saying Turn 10 is Forza. Turn 10, like that's a racing reference.
Yeah,
so it's like, hey, Microsoft. But that's what Microsoft, aka Xbox, just really loves just naming their studios after their franchises. Like,
no, that's
what they do. Which is not great. That's not what you should do, by the way.
Yeah, no, we're in the same mindset there.
Yeah.
Well, boys, I think that's it. Fun podcast. I'll say. Next week should be fun because Beast of Reincarnation comes out, and I'm really excited for that game.
Ooh, we get to see reviews.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna do well. I've pretty much blessed.
Reviews are the same day. I heard. I think.
Oh, are they?
Said it was like Bing said reviews go like 4 hours before launch. I'm like, it's a little suspect, but
I don't. Pretty much every Microsoft game does that now, right?
Yeah, but is it Microsoft? I mean, it's on Game Pass, but like it.
No, I know it's not technically Microsoft. I'm just saying like. It's not that uncommon. I don't think it's a signifier of
Campaign Evolved. What came out a week before?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just like 4 hours. I think again, Bing should be lying on his ass, but I swear he said either 2 hours or 4 hours or something like that. I'm like, same day reviews aren't end all be all, but it's a little for a game like this. I wish I could stew on reviews for like 2 days. Is what I said when I responded. Fair. I was like, I wish I could read the reviews, read through everything, and decide if this is going to be something I want. So
I'll just say for myself, I saw that parry. I'm like, hey, I don't care if it's a 65. I'll play it. I see the ting. I'm like, hell yeah. I
it's
love
like my
that
thing
voice
and I have Game Pass, so it's like it's not. I'm probably jumping either way, but it's like it's either if this isn't an 80 plus, I probably won't jump in day one just because I was backlogged for now. You know what I mean? I'm not in a rush to like jump in, but like
I
if it
think it's
reviews fairly
probably
well,
80 plus.
I think it will too. It looks
I
awesome.
gotta go for my boys Game Freak, you know?
It looks awesome, and I can't wait for it to review 80 plus. So like we can be like, fucking Pokemon, do something.
I'm telling you, man, Winds and Waves, that shit's gonna bang. I believe.
Give me my first
Pokopia
one.
wasn't Game Freak, but that game was good. So you know what? We're doing
very good, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. If you guys want to find us, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Slice of Gaming, all one word. Like the podcast, helps us out a ton. Twitter and Blue Sky at Slice of Gaming, again, all one word. But with that, I think we're gonna head out. Take a nap, boys.
Good night. Good morning.
Good night.
Good night.
No fuck yous to give this time.